Hello and welcome. We are starting the unit of geometry in the Foundations for College Math, and this is our first lesson. We're working on 2D shapes, finding perimeter and area, and very often we'll have to convert between SI, or the Standard International System unit measurements, and imperial units. Sometimes we have to convert within the SI system, sometimes within imperial units, and sometimes in between. So a few facts about imperial units. 1 inch is approximately the width of your thumb. A foot is approximately the size of a human foot, and a yard is the distance between the tip of your nose and the tip of your thumb when your hand is extended away from your body. That's 1 yard. So we're going to get started with converting units within the imperial system. So here we have a chart that gives us a description of unit conversions. So we have foot to inches, yard to feet, and etc., etc. So we have the length, the mass, and the capacity. Now remember that regardless of whether you are converting within a certain system or between the two different systems, in principle, we follow the exact same structure. So let's get started with our first example. In the first example, we have to convert inches to feet. So we have to express 40 inches into feet. So we're going to write 40 inches equals X feet. And then we'll visit the conversion chart and we want to find out the conversion or the unit measurements for inches and feet. So here we have foot and inches, and we can see that 1 foot is 12 inches. So because we have 1 foot, 12 inches, then what we are going to do is we're going to write 12 inches under inches here equals 1 foot. And from here we just create two fractions. So write a line, and the expression that, or the equation that we have formed is 40 divided by 12 equals x over 1, where x is the unknown or the measurement in feet. Next thing we want to do is cross multiplication. We're familiar with it. 12x equals 40 times 1. So first I like to multiply 12 by x. I want to cross multiply these two numbers because I like to keep my variable on the left side. And then I multiply 40 by 1. Isolate x from number 12. Divide both sides by 12. And that will give x equals 40 over 12. In a simplified form, if you divide both by 4, then we get either 40 over 12. Or if you reduce by 4, we get x equals 10 over 3. Approximately, if you use the calculator, then you get 3.3, right? That repeating number. And this will be the length in feet. So 10/3, or approximately 3.3 feet. All right, so we have our next example. We have weights. We want to convert pounds to ounces. Definitely try to do this on your own. I will continue practicing, but you can stop the video and try to do this on your own using the exact same strategy that we did in the first example. So first, write what you have. We have 112 pounds, and we want to convert it to ounces. And because we don't know how many ounces there are, we're going to call this X. And then we have to revisit the table again. And this time we want to check and see how many ounces are in a pound or vice versa. So we see a connection between pound and ounces here. So 1 pound is 16 ounces. So under pounds, in the equation that I have formed here, I'm going to write 1 pound equals 16 ounces. And from here we create the equation. So make fractions in each side. And then we'll have 112 divided by 1 equals x divided by 16. Cross multiply. Again, cross multiply where you see the x first. So we have x times 1 equals x. 112 times 16. Use your calculator to find 112 over times 16. And I got here 1,792. Remember, I'm converting to ounces, so we'll say that 112 pounds is 1,792 ounces. The next example is the example of converting capacity. So again, as I said before, try this on your own. It's the same strategy. Read the question. How many gallons are in 6 pints? So we're going to say 6 pints equals X gallons. And then again, revisit the chart and try to find the conversions pint to ounces, pint to gallons, sorry. So when you see here that we have pint to ounces, we have quart to pints, and gallons to quarts. So you see gallons only here. So we're going to say, 1 gallon is 4 quarts, right? And 1 quart is 2 pints. So this is going to be a 2-step question because we want to have pints to gallons. So we'll say that 1 gallon is 4 quarts. Now, 1 quart is 2 pints. So in 4 quarts there, we'll have 2 pints per each quart, 8 pints. So we're going to say that in 6 pints, we don't know how many gallons we have, right? But we do know that in 1 gallon, there is 8 pints. So again, we create the equation, make a fraction on its side, and we have 6 divided by 8 equals x over 1. We cross multiply, and then we have 8x equals 6, x equals 6 over 8. X equals, you can either reduce by 2, and that would be 3/4 of a gallon, or we can say 0.75 gallons. Okay, now your turn to try for the next questions. Again, it's the same strategy that we've followed in the previous examples, and I will be posting the answers to this in our Brightspace classroom. See you soon.